Hello and welcome, 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 welcome. If we are live and if you can hear me, please let me know. Hello. Are we live? Are we live? Welcome, welcome. Are we live? Okay, yes. So just confirmed. So let's just wait for a couple of more people to join. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Please share this live. Please share this webinar. Rather, it's a webinar. Kindly share. So I can see we have one person in here. So welcome. Kindly just share this webinar. 3 people. Awesome. Karibu, karibu. Yes. Welcome, welcome. We're just about to begin. We are just about to begin. Welcome. I am super excited. It is Wednesday, my goodness, the 4th of March. This is incredible, honestly. This is incredible. Please drop your name. Welcome. Drop your name. Drop your country flag. Where are you watching us from? Kenyans in the house. Let me know. How is the weather treating you? Today, I have my coat. As you can see, let me even stand. I'm just coming from a restaurant. So Leoni Mejihami. I don't know if basically today I have worn warmly because yeah, the weather. But I'm super happy you made it here. So I'm just uploading my slides. Please don't leave. We are about to start. We are about to start. We are about to start. It's day 2, so I'm just replacing. It's day 2. Welcome. Guys, remember, I need you to interact with me. Please interact. Hi. Let me break the monotony. Hello. Who's here? Who is here? Say hi to me kindly, guys. Say don't like the live. Say hi. I cannot proceed if I'm not getting any hellos. Jacinta, yes, you were here yesterday. Welcome. And please, if you invited someone yesterday, please invite them back. Today we are diving deeper. Today we are diving deeper, okay? We are diving deeper. Here's my presentation, okay? Day 2. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. The other 3 people, I know we have other 3 people here. Please say hello. Come on. Please say hello. Please say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so Jacinta, what was your takeaway yesterday? Let me start with you. What was your takeaway yesterday? Quickly, you can just share a quick statement. What was your key takeaway yesterday? What was your key takeaway yesterday? You can let me know. I have my warm water here. Elena, welcome. Elena, yeah, let me just say Elena. But also Elaine, welcome, welcome. Where are you watching from? I didn't see you yesterday. I didn't see you yesterday though. Welcome, guys. Welcome. From the US, welcome, welcome. The other 2 people, who are you? Who are you? Welcome to day 2. Please say hi. Please say hi. So that we can begin. And please, Elena, Jacinta, kindly just share this webinar with one person. I will truly, truly appreciate. Please share. For those joining us, kindly share. Kindly share the live. Let me just remind my network that we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Welcome. Please just say hi. Say hi and where you're watching us from. Joining today for the first time. Amazing. Please ensure after this you watch day 1. It's just on my YouTube channel. Join us now. I am live. Join now. So allow me just to make the post live. Join here. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, super excited. So, welcome to day two. All right. Once again, for those joining, just drop your name, drop your country flag. Let me know where you're watching us from. So, thank you, Elena. Welcome all the way from the US, Karibu. Welcome, welcome. And for those just coming in, welcome. Yes, and I also just signed up for your next cohort. Oh, really? Amazing. Today or when? I didn't get a notification. Let me check. Oh, amazing. Ellen OB. Amazing. Yay. I am super excited. 708. Nice. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I'm super excited. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome. Now I can see Ellen OB. OB. Okay. Now, since I can't add you here, you'll teach me how to pronounce your name. Sylvia Luoch, yes, from yesterday. Welcome. Super excited. Sylvia, share with me your key takeaways from yesterday, your takeaways from yesterday. One thing, two things, whatever, just drop it here. Summarize for those who are joining for the first time, those who didn't join yesterday, right? So if you're joining, please don't leave, guys. Please, please. And just share this YouTube link with someone else, with just one person. Today we are diving deeper, right? Yesterday it was just the foundation. Today we are diving deeper, okay? All right. So for those who are new, I am Miss Mothoni Njoroge, also known as the LinkedIn Lioness. I am a five-star rated personal branding and LinkedIn expert trainer. Yeah, expert trainer. I love teaching. Oh my goodness, teaching is my passion. It runs in the family. My grandma was a teacher. My aunt is a teacher. And now I'm also a teacher. I love teaching. Let me just share a story. I started teaching from back in primary. From back in, like, whenever we were given group work, I was the most talkative. I have always been the most talkative. Even today, take me to a training and then you put us in group. I want to be the group leader. I want to lead. I want to present. That's just me. Okay. So ever since that time, and then if I understand a concept in class, and I get to see other people who haven't understood, I would always go to them. I'm like, hey, can I teach you? Can I share what I've understood? And even before that, like, some of my teachers got to see. I don't know if it's a talent or just it's a skill. Perhaps it's a talent. Yeah, but I had two teachers who noticed it, who noticed that skill in me, both primary and high school. And so they're like, okay, Muthoni, okay, they used to call me by my first name. I'm not going to share my first name here. I don't like using my first name. So they will call me, let's just say Muthoni. Muthoni, just before you share with them, just come and then share with me first, so that I can see if you've really grasped the concept, so that you don't share the wrong information, or rather you don't so that you can, like, just be 100% sure. I was like, yeah, sure thing. And that's what I would do. Like, when I see there's a concept we're being taught that's a bit challenging to others and I've understood it, I will now go to my teacher. And yeah, and mostly that will be mathematics. Oh my goodness, I loved maths, but I used to hate it, but then I fell in love with it. Yeah, and so maths was my favorite subject, and I actually scored the highest in KCSE. The other grades were not optimum, if I can put it that way. They weren't at in its optimum, but yeah, we moved on. So that's the thing. So it's a skill that I've always had. I took it even to college. I did diploma in journalism and media studies. So I loved, once, of course, once we get taught in class, I will now read on my own, just to fully grasp. I also am a crammer. I would rather cram things. and like memorize, cramming stroke memorization. That was my way of grasping concepts. And so yeah, that's what I'll do. And then later, now I will now look for people, those who now, of course, college, most people will miss class, right? So I would look for you. If you missed class, hey, come, let me tell you what you are taught. Yeah. And you allow me, of course, now to train you and to teach you. And so the thing is, I one thing I understood, the more I teach, the more I understand. Like, I retain the information so well that I don't even need to revise, because the more I repeat. Yeah. And I mean, before I even share with you, I will have to go through it again on my own, just to proofread, remind myself, refresh my memory, and then I'm going to teach you, right? So I mean, doing that, I didn't even need to revise as much, like people will do so. Maybe just last minute during the exam, that is when I would actually now take my book. Okay, let's cram. What do I need to memorize and all. Yeah. And I mean, I scored distinctions, all distinctions in college when I completed. And so yeah, I thank God. And I was really, really, really happy. I did pretty well. Yeah. So that is me. I love teaching. I love group work. I love leading. Leadership is a skill that I have honed as well since high school. So yeah. All right, that was just a chit chat. Welcome. I can see we got to 12 people, 11 people. Amazing. Thank you, Sylvia, for sharing your takeaways. So, why should you listen to me quickly? As I shared, this is my journey, January 2023, February 2026, and a summary. I'm not going through everything that I went through yesterday. So, a summary: I'm a 5-star LinkedIn and personal branding trainer. I have trained over 3,000 professionals across across 20 countries, but across different trainings. LinkedIn Influencer of the Year 2025, been featured on multimedia. And yes, so those are some of my accomplishments and more of credibility, right? Now let's get into day 2. Okay, let's get into Rose Wanjiko. Welcome. Super glad you are here. I am super glad that you're here. Welcome. I remember you from yesterday. Okay, so most people get inspired on day 1 and never come back. So if you came back, Sylvia, Jacinta, Rose, I am so glad that you are here. You came back, and that tells me everything I need to know about you. Yes. And that basically shows me that you are really ready to learn, you're ready to improve yourself, you're ready to develop yourself, and that speaks volumes, right? So just give me a second. So Rose, please share with us. I came back. We also have another Rose Moema and Caroline back with a bang. Awesome. Please drop your takeaways from yesterday. Drop your takeaways from yesterday. Let's share what we learned with those who are joining us for the first time. For those who didn't join us yesterday, yes. So you came back, and I'm super glad that you did. For those who are here, it tells me a lot, to be honest. It really does. You are not the person who happens just to start something and leave it hanging, right? So yesterday I showed you the problem. Today I am handing you the solution. Yeah. Yesterday we were doing what? We were mentioning the problem. We have to mention the problem that is there, the epidemic. Do you remember the epidemic that I shared? Drop that epidemic. Caroline, Sylvia, drop that epidemic. Drop that epidemic. Yeah. So today I am handing you the solution, okay? The actual real step-by-step blueprints that my students have used to land multinational contracts, fill training rooms, attract multi-speaking engagements, like many speaking engagements across borders, and sign retainer clients, all through the power of a personal brand. Okay, so settle in. Remember, turn off your distractions. Put your phone on DND. Mine is on DND already. Mine is on DND. Let me just confirm. Yes, it is. It's on DND and on silent, right? Yes, and I can see that we are live. Okay, so turn off your distractions because what I am about to share today with you in the next few slides is going to change the trajectory of your career. And I ain't capping, okay? I don't cap. I don't cap. I don't lie, in other words. I am not capping, okay? And I mean that with every fiber of who I am. So let's build your brand starting right now. Are we ready? Guys, are we ready? Drop ready in the chat. So what we covered in on day one, what we covered on day one. Do I place myself here? Uh, or no, let me just place myself here. No, that won't make sense. So what we covered on day one, for those who didn't join us yesterday, so this is just a summary of what we covered, okay? So basically, what is happening? Yes. So what we covered on day one, so that's just a summary, okay? One, the invisible expert epidemic. That is the epidemic that I mentioned yesterday. This is real and it is costing you every single day. Basically, you being invisible, okay? Number two, credentials do not equal clients. Credentials do not equal what? Clients. Credentials do not equal opportunities. Positioning equals clients, positioning equals contracts, positioning equals speaking engagements. Okay, audience size is a myth. The right 500 people change everything. Okay, systems beat hustle every single time. And so what do we do today? Today we are going from the insight to action, awareness to income. All right, we proceed. So yesterday I mentioned something we call the gap, the visibility gap. How many of you remember the visibility gap? Yeah, the gap between your expertise and your visibility. Now today we are mentioning that gap. And what is that gap? What you know, which is enormous, what the world sees. Yeah, the result, you compete on price, chase clients, feel perpetually undervalued. So closing this gap is the most profitable decision you will ever make. Are we together? Are we together? So basically, what I'm saying here is, have you ever lost a client? I remember Caroline said she's a coach. Sylvia, just remind me, what did you say? You're a freelancer or a trainer or a consultant? Yes. So if you're a trainer, consultant, coach, um, trainer, freelancer, please drop it in the chat. Let me know if you fall under any of those categories. That would be amazing. Okay, so have you ever lost a client or never even got to pitch for one to someone you know is not as good as you? Okay, someone who charges more, delivers less, but somehow keeps winning. How many of you have experienced that? If that has happened to be you, and I suspect it has, I want you to understand why today. Okay, I repeat, have you ever lost a client or never seen or never even got to pitch for one to someone you know is not as good as you? Someone who charges more, delivers less, but somehow keeps winning. This person keeps winning. And so if this has happened to you, I want you to understand why today. Okay? So why is this? It is not because they are better. That's not the thing. It's because they are more visible. It is because when that client went looking for a solution, they found them first. They didn't found you. They found them first. Remember yesterday I said you must be what? You must be findable. Their name appeared. Their content was there. Their profile spoke with authority. And yours did not. So basically, the client chose them. Yeah. And this is the expertise visibility gap. The expertise visibility gap. And it is the single most dangerous gap in professional life today. And especially, and especially in internet entrepreneurship. I am an internet entrepreneur. And so if you're a trainer, you're a consultant, you're a coach, and you haven't gone online, you are missing out big time in the marketplace. You need now to become an internet entrepreneur as well, not just a physical entrepreneur, but also an internet entrepreneur. So can you type that down? Expertise visibility gap. That is one problem that I'm seeing a lot of coaches, trainers, consultants facing today. And that gap is where your income goes to die. So the clients you never got, the speaking fees you never earned, the contracts you should have won, all of it lost not because you weren't good enough, but because nobody knew you were good enough. Nobody knew you were good enough. And today we do what? We close that gap for good. We close that gap for good. Are we together, my people? Yeah. And as I've said here, closing this gap is the most profitable decision you will ever make in your career. So the three invisible walls holding you back right now. We need to name our problems. We need to name some of the problems we are facing right now. Okay, we have to name the problems that most people are facing right now. So before we get into the blueprint, because I'm going to share with you a blueprint, I need to address something that nobody else in this space will tell you, in this personal branding space that I'm in will tell you. Because most personal branding trainers, coaches will jump straight into the tactics. Post this, write this, optimize your LinkedIn headline, which is good, right? The tactics are important and we will get there. Okay. But tactics without the inner game are like putting petrol in a car with no engine. It goes nowhere. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah. It's like putting petrol in a car with no engine. It goes nowhere. So now let me ask you, have you thought of any of these thoughts? Right? So raise your hand once I mention them. Who am I to be posting thought leadership content? These are people out there. I mean, there are people out there who know so much more than me. How many have had such thoughts? You haven't said them out loud yet, but you've had those thoughts. Another thought, I will start once my profile looks perfect. Once I have a professional photo, actually, once I go for a photo shoot. I mean, Miss Mothoni said, we need to work on our appearance, which is key, right? So I will start doing that once I go for this major photo shoots. Once I have figured out exactly what to say. Another thought, I look at people like, insert name there. I look at people like Miss Mothoni, but actually insert your competitor's name, who is actually showing up on LinkedIn or showing up online more than you, whichever platform it is. I look at people, insert the name there, and I feel so far behind. What's the point of even starting? What's the point of even starting? I can see I'm already talking to people here. Are you talking about me, Jacinta? Yes. Good. I must tell you, I must mention the problem. Yeah. So it is you. You better join the academy. You better join the academy. I'm not sugarcoating. You better do what? Join the academy. Yeah. Once I get more tool and tech skills, look at Sylvia over here, right? So every single one of my students, including Agatha, Teresa, and Walter, walked into this academy carrying at least one of those walls. And here is what I know to be true. Those walls are not protecting you. They are doing what? They are imprisoning you. They are imprisoning you. And I've mentioned them here. The imposter wall, the perfectionist wall, the comparison wall. Who am I to call myself an expert? The imposter. The perfectionist. I'll start when everything is perfect. I didn't do that. The comparison wall. Everyone else is so far ahead of me. You look at people like myself or even other experts now in your industry who are way ahead. Can I be honest? The brand you are waiting to build is the very thing that will silence those voices permanently. Can you write that statement down in your notebook? Write that statement down in your notebook. Remember, yesterday you must have a notebook and for you to write these notes. Yeah. Write that down and keep repeating to yourself. Let me give you an exercise. You know, one thing, because I also get imposter syndrome, by the way. Don't think even if I have 95K followers, I won't get such problems. Imposter, perfectionist, comparison. I have experienced all of them. I have experienced all of them. But do you know what I do? I come up with affirmations and then I write them in my notebook. And I repeat like 10 times with my writing it. Yeah. I repeat 10 times so that I can get it engraved in my mind. And then I say it out loud. I write it and I say it out loud. Yeah. And then from there, I calm myself down. I'm like, no, I need to silence these voices. And so, what do? I now sit down and create content. I sit down and start planning my next move so that I can silence those voices. Are we together? Am I speaking to someone? Which invisible wall? Tell me in the chat. Which invisible wall have you experienced here? From the three, which invisible wall have you experienced? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat. All right. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm not asking you to have it all figured out. I'm asking you to decide. That's what I do. I don't wait to figure it out. I decide right now, then, in this room that you are done letting fear be louder than your potential. My people, are we together? Can you do that? Can you do that? Are you willing to do that? I repeat that you're done letting fear be louder than your potential. That is very, very key. Okay? And so even here, as I said, every expert attracting premium clients, speaking fees, high value contracts online is standing on these four pillars, which I'm going to share with you right now. There are four pillars, right? Four pillars. And every expert who is invisible is missing at least one of these four. And what have I said? Miss one pillar and the whole structure wobbles. It falls down. But get all four right and your brand becomes an unstoppable client attracting machine. So what are these four pillars? Here they are. Pillar one, positioning. We'll dive deeper into them. Yeah. So write that down as I explain. Yeah. So over the years of teaching this, I have noticed something fascinating. Basically, every single professional who is struggling with visibility is struggling for one of four specific reasons. And every single professional who is thriving has all four of these areas working together seamlessly. I call it the four pillars of the personal brand blueprint. And I want to walk you through each one right now because understanding this is going to show you exactly where your brand is breaking down. So the first pillar is positioning. Basically, this is the foundation. Without it, everything else crumbles. What does the Bible say? The verse of building something on sand. My goodness. My fellow Christians who are here, can you remind me that verse? Let me Google it. My God. Verse on building on rock and not on sand. Building on rock and not on sand. Yes, Matthew 7:24-27. Where Jesus explains the hearing and obeying his words is like building a house on a rock foundation that survives storms while hearing, but not acting on them is building on sand, leading to collapse. So the first pillar is just like the Bible says, building your house on the rock. If you want it to be strong, you need to position yourself. Thank you, my fellow Christians. Building on sinking sand. Yes, you shouldn't build on sinking sand. You need to build on rock. So the second pillar is your profile. Yeah. And basically, what am I saying here? Uh, your 24/7 silent sales asset that converts strangers into warm leads. Then we have pillar three, content. Pillar four, network, right? Four simple pillars. So let's go through them quickly. Pillar one, positioning. What does this help you? To become the only obvious choice. Can you type that down? To become the only obvious choice. Not just a choice, the only obvious choice. Okay, that is what positioning does. And so positioning is not what you do, it is the answer to the question your ideal client is silently asking. And what is that question? Is this exactly the person I have been looking for? That is the question your clients, your prospect is asking. Yeah, they're looking at your profile. Is this exactly the person I've been looking for? Okay, and it's very important for you to answer this. And so I want to do a quick exercise with you right now. And so I even have a formula for you here. I want you to think about how you currently describe what you do when someone asks. Maybe at a networking event, maybe even at a video call, at a meeting somewhere. How do you describe what you currently do? Yeah. So most professionals say something like, I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, I'm a trainer, I work in HR, I work at Safaricom. You literally even carry the organization, the corporate. Okay, I mean, you're working at a very good company, at a great company, right? I work at Safaricom. You literally lead with I work at Safaricom. I work at NCBA. I work at, I work at, give me the popular, I work at Deloitte. I work at PwC, KPMG. Never start with your employer. No. It's great to be associated with it and you can always mention it, but not at the beginning. Okay? Not at the beginning. You need to actually position yourself clearly with what you do, right? Now, I want you to hear those descriptions that I've just shared here. Through the ears of a potential client, let me start with the consultants and coaches. Through the ears of a potential client, a CEO who is drowning in a talent crisis, a founder whose team is burning out, a professional who is desperately searching for someone to solve a very specific, very painful, very expensive problem they're carrying. Does I am a consultant make them think this is exactly the person I need? No, of course not. It makes them think, next, let me talk to someone else, right? You're looking for your next big opportunity, or you're looking for greener pastures, right? But you start with, I work at Safaricom. I work at KPLC. You start with that. No, yeah, you have to position yourself clearly. And of course, I'm not saying you don't mention your employer, you can always mention them, right? And strategically, like working at Safaricom over 13 years, I've been privileged to work on major projects. You can see how that looks like. You don't just say, oh, I actually work at Safaricom, full stop. No. Yeah. So look at this other statement. Yeah. I help specific person solve specific problem and achieve specific result through your unique approach without the biggest fear. It's very key for you to have this formula, right? And of course, your pitch is longer than this. So you mentioned some of the projects you've worked on, some of the clients you've helped, some of the contracts you've been on. So can you see the difference? Without positioning, with positioning. Yeah. So let's say you're a HR consultant. I help fast growing companies. I help I can even say I help startups reduce staff turnover by 40% in 90 days without expensive restructuring. Same person, same expertise, completely different results. Positioning. Can you type positioning in the chat? Positioning. Today, I need you to position yourself differently. Pillar number 2, your profile. And as I said, this is your 24/7 silent salesperson. Whenever, if I come to your profile at midnight, at 4 a.m., at 5 a.m., can you convince me to work with you just through your profile? Can you convince me to actually work with you? Right? Like Elena, look at Elena wasn't here yesterday. Where's Elena? And literally, she just told me she has booked her slot, and I've even confirmed. Yeah, I think because my phone was on DND, I didn't get the notification, but I've actually confirmed. She has already booked her slot at 7 p.m. Right? And I've had also other people book their slots just purely from recommendations. And they also get on my profile and they see everything. Have you seen how my profile is full? Look at how my profile is full, right? Even right now, my featured section, I removed some of the things because I'm focused on, enrolling cohort 2. But look at my experience section. I have a project section and I'm self-employed. You're there, you're a consultant, you're a coach, you're a trainer, and you don't even have a project section. Each and every client you work with, that is a project. That is an independent project. Put it there. Write it down. And if you're employed, share with me some of the projects you've worked on. Yeah, either as a leader, and especially if you've worked on a project as a leader, emphasize it, put it at a very, you know can I say high note, high standard. Yeah. So what do I mean here? The 3 profile moments that are costing you the most. Number 1, your headline. Why are you listing your job titles or just SEO words like that, and not your value? I can't even see your unique value proposition. Your banner. Your banner is either blank, blurry, or completely irrelevant. You just have quotes. You have a John C. Maxwell quote on leadership. Okay. But have you led? Like, that is where you boast. Yeah. Let me see images of you speaking, of you holding the microphone. That is, yeah. To show me that you're a speaker, to show me that you are a trainer, you're a coach. It also showcases leadership. Your about section, why does it read like a JD, a job description, instead of a compelling invitation? More like a story. Let it be very sweet. Let it be, my goodness. Do you know, by the I fall in love with about sections. Me, actually, when I look at people that I admire on LinkedIn, and especially people that I've been following for a very long time, I always go to the about section, and then I see, if it's not inviting me to work with this person, if it's not inviting me to literally attend their events or even join their programs, honestly, I'm not even persuaded. I'm not sold. But rarely does that happen. The best profiles are very inviting. Make it like a billboard. Literally, you have a freaking billboard online, and that billboard is your profile. Be it on LinkedIn, be it on Instagram, be it on TikTok, be it on YouTube. Yeah. And also, uniformity matters. It really does. Yeah. I had to optimize my Instagram when around last year. I'm not really a fan of TikTok. Let me just say. Although my brand manager has really been pressuring me to be on TikTok, but I have a bit of PTSD. I can't share why, but I have a bit of PTSD when it comes to TikTok. So I don't even have the app on my phone. But I normally peep just through web. I saw I have like around 3,000, almost crossing 4,000 followers. But I do have some videos, by the way, and you can go and watch some of them. Oh my god. But honestly, I really love doing videos, but I can't do videos, and I need to start doing videos, but I can't do videos if I don't look good. I've placed some very high standards on myself. I don't know how to explain. And so I can't do videos if I don't have makeup, I haven't dressed up, and I'm not doing it on professional camera. I can shoot on my Samsung. I don't have an iPhone yet, but I need to get one soon. So yeah, honestly, the only thing keeping me from doing videos is just I have high standards for myself, because now every time that I'm marketing something, like I marketed the Audacity Lab, or I'm announcing something, I normally, I plan it pretty well. I book my photographer, I look good, and then now let's go and shoot. But now I'm being told I have to start shooting, videos quite often, so I can grow my other social media channels. I'm like, I don't have the money for it. It's because I have those excuses. I can't be looking shabby. Like I have high standards, and I've also and I mean, I just that's why I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn has no pressure for videos. Not like Instagram and TikTok. But I need to start moving to the other channels, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, so that was just a by the way. Yeah, so make sure your profile is very inviting. I always ensure that my profile is looking good, is looking fresh. It's up to par with what I'm doing. If it's marketing, if it's promoting something, new updates, I've won something, I've spoken at a place, right? So it's not just about content. Also ensure that your profile is up to date, because I also noticed something. I need your photographer. I actually have so many photographers on my contact list. Join my program. I'll link you up. I can't link up without you joining my program. That is the academy. Join the academy. I'll link you up. So yeah, where was I? So one thing I noticed is that I've been spotlighted a lot. For those who've been on LinkedIn for some time, so many people have made posts about me, really amazing posts. And so I noticed that they get all this information not from my content. They actually go to my about section. You can even just simply just quickly go to my about section, and get to see. So they get information there, and then now they make the post. So if my about section is not up to date, this person is going to post things that happened months ago. So actually what I do is, at the end of the month, or either at the beginning of every month, I always go to my about section and update it. If it's a new speaking engagement, if it's something something that will increase my reputation or my credibility, I always update. So I just simply tweak it, right? I don't like rewrite it from the top. No, I just simply tweak it. That is what we call positioning. You can't be positioning yourself literally once a quarter or even once a year. Oh my god. If you Let me tell you something. Oh lord. If your profile photo is the same from January till December, if your banner looks the same from January till December, your headline, your about section, you need a spanking. Honestly, you're not serious about positioning yourself. Now, I know you can say, oh, but Muthoni, I'm creating content. Okay, yeah, you are. Not a problem. But you're telling me you will not have gained new speaking engagements. Like you won't have been on new stages, rather. You'll have stepped on new stages. Update that in your about section. Look at my about section. I've named my the how do I call it? Let me gather my thoughts. Let me gather my thoughts. Basically, reputable organizations that I've worked with, or reputable stages that I've been on, right? So I must update that, because I'm seeing people making spotlight posts about me. And so they take that information from the about section. And actually, if you Google yourself on ChatGPT or on Claude, right, and you've basically really built your brand on a certain platform, now like LinkedIn, ChatGPT will get the much needed information from your LinkedIn, not your Instagram or your TikTok. No, it won't do that. It will go to your LinkedIn, the one that is predominant. Yeah. So even when you get to see media features, I've really arranged it well so that I now know where I just get to tweak it and to update where it needs to. It needs to be updated. Are we together? Yeah. So make sure your profile is inviting. Think of it like, I don't know how much I can really emphasize on this. Hey, I'm feeling cold. I don't know how much I can emphasize on this, guys. It's like, let me look at it like dating. right? We've all been on dates, right? People judge what? People judge your appearance. You're telling me on the first date, you will just judge the person's character before they even talk. You will first look at how they've dressed, right? Even ladies, when a man approaches you, when a man approaches you, what do you look at first? You look at the dress code. Yeah, and then you're like, okay, let me hear him out. Yeah, I'm not saying you judge like 100%, but I mean, you would you like to be seen talking to someone looking shabby? No, I don't think so, right? So same here. Yeah, you approach me, I'm gonna first check you out. Let me see, let me look at your shoes, let me look at your watch, let me look at how you've cleaned yourself up, right? Even you, just your outfit. Are you dressing for your body type? So many men even don't know how to dress for their body type. Let's even not talk about women. You need to learn how to dress for your body type. Literally book just one session with a stylist, just one. A consultancy, look at Faith. Let me even market her. Faith Chella. Faith, that is my personal stylist. Faith Chella Styles. Search her up. Yeah, there it is. So look her up. She's even on LinkedIn. I even updated her profile. I think around 2024. Yeah, book a consultation with her. I believe it's around 3K. Yeah, 3K or 4K, somewhere there. Just one. Learn how to dress for your body type. At least every 2 years, you need to book a consultation with a stylist, because I mean, we change our body weights. We can either, become bigger or slimmer. So we have to learn how to dress for our body types. Yeah. Book that one session. Both male and female, we need to learn how to dress for your body type. So back to my dating, I mean, we judge first on appearance, and then like, oh, okay, I can speak to this person. Yeah, let me hear him out. Let me even the men, before they approach a lady, they have to first like what they see. Am I lying? No. Can I share with you a story? If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen it already. I even posted just before I began today's webinar. So let me give you a story. So today in the afternoon, I was working I work from home. So after afternoon, I kind of got bored. I was like, you know what? I miss working at a restaurant. I normally do this like twice, 3 times in a month. So I mean, it's a new month. Just got paid, you know. So money's in the bank. Let me take myself out, and so basically just something to eat, something light, and work from the restaurant. I love working from the restaurant because I'm seeing people moving around. You now interact with people, right? You even now talk. Working from home can be lonely, yeah, sometimes. So yeah, so I went dressed up, just how I've dressed up today, very stylish. I love, since I started working with my stylist, I can't let her down, and I can't let myself down, so I have to look very good. So I looked stylish. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. So I went to Art Cafe. I'm not gonna mention where. So it's near my place, not too far. So got to Art Cafe, sat down. I normally have my headphones on. So of course had my headphones on, ordered matcha. I love matcha latte. I love drinking matcha. So ordered matcha, started working. Yeah. And then, I mean, I just don't get glued on the screen. I now look around when people come in, eye contact, smile. I'm feeling, today I felt very lively. So, I'm just smiling at people. And then I noticed someone checking me out. So of course I will also smile. I mean, when the person gives me eye contact, I also share eye contact, and I smile, just to seem approachable, right? That is something that I normally do. I mean, I'm single, so why not mingle? Yeah, so I just smile, look approachable, and then I just continue with my thing. So I just spent like 3 hours, and then I was done. And so when I was finishing up, I was working out, the man now approached me. Yeah. Like, hi, you look amazing. Like, thank you. Love your fit. You look really, really stylish. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate. So yeah, are you headed home? I'm like, yes, but not right now. I actually want to buy myself a bouquet of flowers just to cheer me up before I go home. And I'm like, oh, okay. Can I accompany you? I'm like, okay, sure thing. So as we were walking, I mean, we were now chatting. We get to the flower shop, and yeah, I chose my bouquet, and I'm like, oh, of course not. Let me pay for it. And he paid for it. Then I called my ride, and he escorted me to my cab. And yeah, and of course he asked for my number, and I came home. Yeah. So you have to look good. So your profile has to be approachable for someone to even work with you. It's the same thing as dating. It's the same thing as a man approaching you, or even even the man approaching the lady, right? You must be looking good. You must be looking sharp, right? You don't want to be, looking shabby, yeah, or else the person won't talk to you, yeah. So yeah, I'm learning a lot about the style too. Yes, very, very key, yeah. All right, so I've emphasized a lot on that. So we move on to pillar number 3. Yeah, single and mingling. I try. But I don't want to be in a relationship right now. I don't know if you saw my post. I'm in the season of just focusing on myself. But yeah, when they approach, I don't chase them away. Pillar number 3, content. This is your trust machine. Yeah. So what do I mean here? The 3 content types that build brands that attract. Your content must build trust. Whatever it is, it must build trust, right? So we have authority content, story content, proof content. Okay? So authority, this proves you know what you are talking about. So your experience, right? Your value proposition, how different you are. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah. Story content. You need to tell stories. Human beings are emotional, guys. You better be telling stories. Very, very key. This proves that you're human, you're relatable, and you're real. So share your stories. Then proof content. Of course, I need to see proof. Results. This is why I post my transformation stories. The results that my students have, my clients have had. Yeah. So results, testimonials, transformation. This proves your approach works. This shows credibility. Okay. Very, very key. Even authority content shows credibility. Every piece of content you publish is a deposit in the bank of trust. Can you type that? It's like, I want you to think of it like banking. Yeah. So you are basically depositing in the bank of trust so that I can trust you. I can trust your approach. I can trust that you're an expert. And when a premium client is finally ready to hire, they go to whoever has the largest balance. Okay? So that is the mindset I want you to have from today. And this is why I say, okay, you want to do 3 posts per week. That's cool. Be consistent in it. And from time to time, increase that frequency. From time to time. Why? Because of the bank of trust. Premium clients, prospects, they go to whoever has the largest balance. And it's not followers, it's just the consistency, the competence, the engagement. They can see the community you're building, they can see the impact you have, the transformation that you have. Very, very key. Are we together? Pillar number 4, network. Your relationships matter more than you think, honestly. Now, I shared a bonus tool for those who reposted. I don't know if any of you reposted my posts. I did share a bonus resource with a few people for those who followed instructions. And so that bonus resource has these 3 connection types and how you can actually connect with them. So we have the gatekeeper. This one controls access to decision makers. These are people that you need to actually connect with, and they're on LinkedIn. The connector introduces you to rooms you cannot access alone. The mentor, 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 the mentor accelerates your path by collapsing years into months. It's important for you to have these 3 people if you want to succeed in your career. And there are definitely more people. You now have the blueprint. Remember the 4 pillars, okay? You have seen the proof, you understand the opportunity, you feel the urgency. There is only one question left. And what is the question? Are you going to figure this out alone, alone, stumbling through trial and error for 3 to 5 years, or are you going to compress that entire journey into 90 focused, guided, supported days? If I were you, I would take the second option. Okay. So, of course, we come to the Personal Branding Academy, right? So, yesterday I shared some testimonial videos. I don't think I'll go through them today. They're truly, truly great. I don't know, but we didn't finish one. We didn't finish one. Yeah. And they were really, really amazing. They were really amazing. And I have so many. I need to
The fact that such a young person could build something so great, that's
yes. So allow me to just share this. Let's watch just from. So these are some of the incredible testimonials that I have. Oh yeah, and you didn't listen to me here at the end. You can see this how I was looking like. This is me back in 2024. Can you see how my style changed? Can you see how my style changed? I had just a t-shirt and jeans. But now I know better. I have to look, I have to look good. I have to look not even good, I have to look great. Right? So let's just listen to this from the beginning. It's not long. Let's start from here. Where did I stop? Yeah, let's just start from here. This is Joshua Maina. Joshua Maina was working in Gulf, in one of the Gulf countries, and he had come to Kenya. He started graphic design, and I really mentored him, and I told him, hey, you can actually make a living out of this, right? Let me show you how you can do this on LinkedIn. And it has really been great, and he even shared with me, he never went back. He now understands how to get clients on LinkedIn and online generally, and has been able to build a business out of it. Yeah, internet entrepreneurship, it's the way to go, honestly. So let's listen to him from, I think, here. Yes. So let's just listen to him, and then you listen to me. I'm around here at the end, so please don't leave, guys. Don't leave. We're about to end. Today we end early.
Big buzzword for me. I didn't know how to engage with the people there. From the bootcamp, I learned on how to really be professional and how to deal with the clients there. Indeed, I have an amazing testimony because I bagged 7 clients from the bootcamp.
Not only did I get more leads, I also got a lot of people inquiring about my product.
And I can tell you it is such an amazing bootcamp. I have learned a lot. And one of the things I can say, one of the successes I have received is I have been able to receive an invitation to talk to employees of a manufacturing company.
Global LinkedIn Bootcamp has been a great, or have been of great importance to me, because first, I've been able to discover who I really am. I've been able to know exactly what my potential is and what exactly I can be able to do with the knowledge I have. Reno Dairy Academy has become a brand just because I've been able to share the knowledge. Because through the LinkedIn posts that I've been able to be sharing for the past 2 weeks.
I've been on LinkedIn for 15 years, but I haven't had such following and such engagement on my posts or such impressions like I've had in the last 2 weeks. So it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey with Miss Muthoni. She's an excellent teacher.
My parting shot to Muthoni is that you are making a difference in people's lives and you are impacting lives positively. That is all the society requires. Continue doing it, Muthoni, and I'm so proud of being a trailblazer and continue doing what you do best.
I've had 2 recruiters reach out to me to discuss some global roles, and it's interesting. That was not my expectation when I went into this bootcamp, but I guess it's changing how my LinkedIn looks like and engaging more with the followers.
One word I would use to explain the LinkedIn Bootcamp by Muthoni is eye-opening. I think for people who are in pursuit of clarity, for people who are in pursuit of something great for their future, you'll definitely find it here.
Your brand is what people will say about you when you're not in the room. That is a quote by Jeff Bezos. personal branding to me is very dear, and that's because it has worked for me wonders. Lucrative opportunities have come my way because of personal branding. I've been to places that I never thought I would have been if I had stayed where I was. So LinkedIn has done that miracle, and I just want to spread the miracle to as many as I can. Because with LinkedIn, you need to be very loud. You need to be very loud for the person holding that opportunity for you. That person holding your money will listen to you and will actually not ignore you. That is one thing I tell my trailblazers. Be so loud that that person who's holding your money, they cannot ignore you. I can't wait to hold new people, to show them the way and to actually impact them, their businesses, their careers, because it's very much possible and you can be next. Simply click the link in my bio below my headline. Tap to witness greatness. Just like the link says, greatness awaits you on this side. Just like my trailblazers have witnessed, you can as well witness it. Come on, guys. Clap for me. Clap for me. Clap for me. You see, I've come from far. I have come from far. I have come from far. Yeah. So that was me. And by loud, let me just clarify something. When I say you need to be very loud, I don't mean, shouting. I don't mean you don't need to post every day, but you just need to be as visible as possible. Okay, be as visible as possible to your ideal clients, to your ideal audience, right? The people holding your opportunities. That is what I mean, be loud. Yeah, you don't need to post every day, be consistent, yeah, and all that. So I can see people are super excited to join. So let me take you through quickly what some of the results. These are some of the results I already shared yesterday, but I'll share it again for those who weren't here. In just 3 months of building her personal brand on LinkedIn, Mary Gashohe here, who has worked with me since 2023, guys. 2023, can you imagine? Yeah. She's been a great friend of mine, and so she was featured on Safiri by Kenya Airways, and it has been incredible. Few months down the line, she attracted a speaking engagement where I actually recommended her, and they actually agreed because they saw her LinkedIn presence and how consistent she was, and they reached out to her, and so yeah, she landed 5 clients from that speaking engagement. I have Anna Garuro here, who's based in the US. Anna was flown to Senegal, Dakar, Senegal, actually, Dakar, Senegal. So yeah, that was amazing. Walter Boyu, oh my goodness, this is Walter. Let me even remove myself. Let me minimize myself here. Walter here has been quite we've had quite a journey. We've worked with him on many programs. Look at all those programs: the Global LinkedIn Bootcamp, the Audacity Lab Masterclass, Level Up event, Personal Branding Academy, and also the 2026 LinkedIn Vision Boarding Masterclass, right? That masterclass, by the way, the LinkedIn Vision Boarding Masterclass was incredible, but it was only for my trailblazers. If you went through my programs, it was exclusively for my alumni. Yeah, if you're not my alumni, then you're not you are not invited. I did not put it publicly, right? But my next physical event will actually be very soon. So if you're in Nairobi, Kenya, make sure that you watch out. I'll actually be making an announcement quite soon. Yeah, so look at this. Walter landed a 6-figure contract, speaking engagement in South Africa. During the academy, 7 leads and booked 4 client engagements. No, tell me, which other expert, which other trainer will get you such results? Which other trainer? 2 global recruiters reached out to discuss international roles with Terry Shiundu here. She launched a newsletter. She was even in the video, right? And this is me and Terry at the LinkedIn Vision Boarding Masterclass in January. I had 2 of them. I had on 10th January and then the second, the following Saturday. Onesimus Ruto landed 8 clients from LinkedIn, but the one that stands out is a company saw his work on LinkedIn all the way from where? Nyandarua County, yeah? An egg pasteurization plant. This person is in agriculture. He's in the agriculture and industry. And what's the other? Science. Can I say agriculture science industry? Something of the sort, right? And he landed opportunities. Yet you are literally in finance. Yet you're literally in the most white collar industry. Is it white collar? Yeah, the most white collar industry that actually has the majority of people on LinkedIn, and you're not even active on LinkedIn. Then we have Ebube here from Nigeria, signed his first $500 per month retainer client. Favor from Nigeria attracted an international lead from a medical company in India. International clients are your portion. Can you say amen? Yeah. And we shall work on them for you to actually get them at the academy. Felix, this just was really mind blowing. He was flown to Sussex, United Kingdom, by who? His employer, all sponsored by his employer, and it came directly from from a recommendation by his director, who was reading his LinkedIn posts. Can you see what LinkedIn can do for you, guys? Look at that. This is what LinkedIn can do for you. Then we have Agatha. So this was at the 2026 LinkedIn Vision Boarding Masterclass in January. So after the Vision Boarding Masterclass and the Personal Branding Academy, Agatha secured a new office, 3 recruitment contracts, 2 training contracts, and trained how many staff? 12 staff. 12 staff. Yeah. Then a multinational operating. Oh my goodness. Whenever I hear just international speaking engagements, come on. This, I believe it's a multinational and it's definitely international because it wasn't from Kenya. But yeah, look at this. This is incredible. Operating in 28 countries, invited her to train 2,000 women. The trainers, can you see what my students are generating? My goodness, this is incredible. All in 20, just in Q1. This is how her Q1 has begun. And she even shared how even after the Vision Boarding Masterclass, she just feels right now she's walking in so much clarity and intentionality. And next week, actually on Monday, yeah, it's next week Monday. Yeah, next week Monday, we are having our first accountability call with my trailblazers, those who attended the Vision Boarding Masterclass. Every quarter, we'll be having an accountability call. Because December, we are celebrating. We are celebrating, okay? We will be having a party. We'll be having a vision board party. Us, we will be having a vision board party celebrating our wins from 2026. And you can see already winning. Actually, Walter was in the Vision Boarding Masterclass. You can see Agatha, Pauline, Teresa, and all of them. They already have wins in Q1. And I'm like, guys, you guys are blowing my mind. This is how Q1 has begun. I even feel pressure. I literally feel pressure. I'm like, what? Oh my God. My students are doing really well. I need to, anytime I feel sleepy, I'm like, my students are already motivating me. They're already inspiring me because this is huge. This is huge. I told them, I even gave them the date already. I'm not going to share the date. I gave them the dates already. And I told them, me that day, don't tell me there's a Aurora show. Don't tell me there's a family get together. Don't tell me there's a wedding. Don't tell me there's, I don't know, a corporate, end of year party. Me that day is for me and you. We are going to be celebrating. We are going to have a really amazing dinner. They want even to choose the restaurant, the venue. We're going to have amazing time. It's going to just be oble, right? And celebrating all our wins from LinkedIn. And of course, we're going to shoot videos and you're going to brag on LinkedIn. Yeah, it will be incredible. And trust you me, you'll want to be in the 2027 LinkedIn Vision Boarding Masterclass. I had to set precedents. Is it precedents? I had to set precedents. So this year it was first there. It was the beta cohort. This is what I call the beta cohort. So this was the beta cohort. I didn't want it to be public. Let me get just my trailblazers. Let me show the public how possible it is to have a LinkedIn vision board, right? And set your mind into it. And all of them joined the academy. I told them, join the academy. so that we start this year on a high note. And look at this. Look at this. This is Pauline Esther, the VP of her school in Ireland, commented on her post and even reposted to his network. She has also landed how many? 2 speaking opportunities. Successfully held her first webinar. Me, I can just see December. I'm already seeing December. These people are going to be, they're going to be spraying me money. I told them, you better be coming with dollars because I need you to be spraying me dollars. Anyways, Teresa and Jeru hosted 2 vision boarding sessions where she trained 27 students. Plus, she landed 10 coaching clients in just 5 weeks of the academy. Imagine going through my academy, and then every quarter I am giving you an accountability call. I'm not being paid enough. I'm honestly not being paid enough. But this one, I'm doing it because I really want them to succeed. Because as I said, this is setting precedents. Because 2027 LinkedIn Vision Boarding Masterclass, it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. You will want to be in that room. And I won't even have so many people. I will just target 20, just 20. I will just want 20 people. We work with you for the entire year. So in a nutshell, my students do what? They go from 0 to fully booked with paying clients, speaking gigs you've seen, and opportunities flooding in their inbox. Land 6 to 7 figure contracts that match their expertise. Fly internationally, fully sponsored. You've seen Walter and Felix to global stages to either speak or attend. Attract high-ticket clients who pay without negotiating the price. Fill their programs with hungry paying students, get noticed by VPs, directors, and C-suite decision makers, hold sold out webinars, and packed physical events, right? So the Academy, who is this for? It's for you if you are a consultant, coach, trainer, wanting premium clients and lucrative contracts. You're an entrepreneur wanting to build global authority and attract investors. You're a speaker, author, wanting to be headhunted for opportunities, be it contracts or speaking stages. You're a career professional who is, let me escape. Yeah, yes. Career professionals, I call them careerpreneurs. Yeah. So you're a careerpreneur who is excellent but invisible and not being headhunted. And this is not for you if you're not willing to put in the work for 5 weeks, 40 days. 40 days, 5 weeks. You're looking for overnight success. You want to stay comfortable and invisible. This is not for you. You're not ready to invest in your career or business growth. Okay. So let's clear your path of transformation. I'm already busy with my full-time job. This is for busy professionals. We have modules, okay, recorded modules. And on top of that, I have 3 live training sessions, 1 hour to 1.5 hours. They are fully recorded, so you'll be able to watch the recordings after. I'm not a natural writer. You don't need to be Shakespeare to write content on LinkedIn. Yeah, I will teach you on how to come up with your content themes. I'll teach you on content pillars, and so you'll be able to come up with your content. I don't have many followers. Will this still work for me? Teresa has less than 3K followers, and she's doing really great. I have clients who I have worked with. Even Anna, she's yet to cross 1,000 followers, and she's already attracting leads. It's very much possible. Number of followers do not matter. What if my employer thinks I'm building a brand to leave? I will show you how to build your brand in a way that will not, put off your employer, right? We are not, you shouldn't be looking for a job or any of that. We're going to discuss that in the academy. So basically, I'm telling you, you don't need to worry. You will not put off your employer. Yes, so I've tried other LinkedIn courses before. This is not really a LinkedIn course. This is more of a transformation program, okay? Very intense. I am your accountability partner, and of course, you will be assigned an accountability partner. And so, yeah, so we'll discuss all the rest. So as I said, this is the only academy that will increase your income, influence, and impact within 90 days. You get, what does it entail? 7 power-packed modules, right? So this is over 3 hours of concentrated expertise. You'll have 5 weeks enough to go through the modules. I'm actually giving access on Monday, if not actually this weekend. Yeah. So this weekend or latest Monday, I'm giving access so that you can start watching these modules. Then we have 3 live training sessions. We have the onboarding session, the mid session, and the closing session. Okay. And still, I'll be chatting with you on Telegram. We'll be on Telegram for privacy and confidentiality. So our Telegram group is very, very active. You'll be hearing from me each and every day. Even including weekends, you'll be hearing from me. Okay. So as I said, we just have 3 sessions. And it will be happening on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. EAT, latest by 9 p.m., right? March 11th to April 24th. That is the duration, 5 weeks, 40 days. All sessions are recorded. So the value here is $500. Live profile review session. This is the major bonus. I tell you what your profile looks like what is wrong and what is right, and what needs to change, and you edit and you actually revamp your profile yourself during the program. Okay, you don't revamp your profile yourself, and I'll actually be adding a graphic designer who will help you do so. Yeah, so you can be able to work with them. So yeah, this alone was worth the entire investment. I have landed clients just from my profile alone. This came from a Cohort 1 student. It's very much possible. I've also landed quite a number of opportunities just from my profile itself. Value, $500. All templates and frameworks. This is under the modules. Each and every module has templates and frameworks for you to implement immediately. Very practical, $200. A proven content calendar, tested and proven content calendar that will attract opportunities to you. I'm just sharing with you the value, right? This is what the academy is worth, each and everything that you're getting. Community access, of course. You will collaborate, refer, support, accountability partners. Yeah. At the end, I'll be sharing with you how much it is. The value here is $100. Direct support, accountability, access to me, access to my team throughout the entire 5-week program. You're not alone. We celebrate your wins together and we discuss your challenges. Okay. I walk with you through all of it. Graduation ceremony, of course, I celebrate you publicly on my profile. You'll have access to my network. Even after the graduation, the replay will be available and people actually watch that replay. I saw Cohort 1 graduation replay, I believe got to 2K views, if I'm not wrong, or 1,800, somewhere there. Those are quite a number of views. So total value of the academy in its entirety. Okay, so I forgot to mention the profile review sessions won't be happening in those 3 sessions. This will be happening during the day in groups of 5, and you'll book my calendar. You'll book when you are available. So yeah, just groups of 5 during the day for just 1 hour. So the total value is $2,200. But tonight you're not paying $2,000. You're not paying $1,500. Let me get the links ready. You're not paying $500. What are you paying, right? And this offer expires at midnight EAT on Friday, this coming Friday. Reminder, I'm only taking 15 students. So actually, yesterday, 5 people paid, so 10, only 10 more spots. And now including Elena. Elena already booked her spots today. Yeah, so only, actually, that's not 10 now, 9, only 9 spots remaining. So I'm just dropping the link right now. So how much is it? $67. $67. That is the ticket price for you to join. Apologies, let me go back. Why is this misbehaving? Yes, so $67, that's equivalent to 8,627 Kenyan shillings. Okay. This includes tax. I am the Bible says pay what belongs to Caesar. Oh God. Pay Caesar what belongs to Caesar, right? So I do pay my taxes. I am a registered company. Yeah, Bold Creatives Network, that's my company. So I do pay taxes. So that includes tax. I included tax there. Yeah, and if you'd like an invoice, my accountant is available to generate an invoice for your business. Yeah, so I have some of my students who are very much are in the entrepreneur era. And so they ask for invoices, and I love that. So yes, $67. The links have been dropped. Kenyans, you have a link for, there's a separate link for Kenyans and a separate link for internationals. So ensure that you click on them. I'm unable to pin. So kindly just yeah, so but there they are. Yeah, so Kenyans 8,627, then international $67. If you Google, they should be equivalent. Yeah. All right, so we proceed. So now you only have two choices to be in this moment of opportunity. And some of you were here yesterday, and I've already told you only 9 spots remaining. Nine spots. And you have until when? Friday midnight. I gave you 72 hours from yesterday. So now you have less than 48 hours. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah. So actually 48 hours. You now have basically 48 hours to book your slot. So if I were you, I would invest in your brand today with this one-time investment compared to the value you're getting. Let me tell you, after attending my academy, you'll only now be attending my physical events and of course my vision boarding masterclass in January for the Kenyans. Yeah. So if you're a Kenyan, after attending my academy, I want you now to just be attending my physical events for you to network, for you to learn more. I always share what I've learned new. Yeah. And of course, my vision boarding masterclass, January 2027. That one I'm going to be marketing it widely. Oh my goodness. Some of the testimonials that are already coming. God is amazing. So I am talking to the 30% right now, the ones who have been the best kept secret in their industry. I don't want you to continue being that. The ones who have watched less qualified people get the opportunities. The ones who have been showing up but not being seen. The ones who have been working hard but not being paid their worth. That ends tonight. Okay? Join the Personal Branding Academy. $67, as I said. 30 students are inside. So actually only 10 spots left. So if I were you, I would join ASAP before Friday. If you can book, secure your slot as immediately as possible. Because let me tell you, once those 9 spots are gone, they're gone. I will now, I simply just unpublish the link. So it won't be accessible anymore. So once you're enrolled, you will receive a link to join the group. That is the Telegram group. Elena, have you joined you're yet to join the cohort 2 main group? Yeah, please text me on LinkedIn. Kindly text me on LinkedIn so that you're able to join the main group. Very, very key. So yeah, as I end, remember, invisibility is a choice you make when you keep when you keep waiting to be ready instead of deciding to be seen. Yeah. So join the Personal Branding Academy, $67. That is 8,627 Kenya shillings. Expires midnight on Friday. See you on March 11th. And as I said, this is a guarantee. I have a 90-day guarantee. You will get a paid opportunity. Okay. During the 5 week, we'll be generating leads. I will push you to generate leads. Then the last month, right? The last is it around 4 weeks or 6 weeks? Yeah, 6-7 weeks. For each to complete the 90-day period, we will be focused on closing the deals. Yeah, and I will take even through sales negotiations, handling objections. I share resources. I don't really teach on it, but I'll share resources because you better be good at it so that you can lock in those opportunities, land those contracts, land those clients. Very, very key. Okay. And especially my fellow internet entrepreneurs, if you're a consultant, coach, trainer, sales must be your best friend. I used to hate sales. Let me now just share. I used to hate sales, but I had to love it because I want to make money. I want to make money. I have bills to pay, right? So, and I'm an entrepreneur. I must know sales and I must understand negotiations, handling objections, all of it. So it's very, very key, right? So I'm very much looking forward to train you. Please join Personal Branding Academy. The links are already in the chat. They're clickable. Yeah. And I hope you've learned a lot. Oh my goodness. I hope you've learned a lot, right? Day 1, day 2, implement everything that I've shared, the 4 pillars, implement, ensure that you now know the problem that you've been facing. And I've even given you the solution, right? Position yourself. Position, and all the other 4 pillars: content, networking. What's the other one? Trust, building trust. Yeah, you've learned. Awesome. So Rose, I am waiting for you in cohort 2. Jacinta, and did I mention This price will not be the same in cohort 3. My goodness. The testimonials that I'm still waiting for cohort 1 and the testimonials from cohort 2 and still my previous testimonials from the global LinkedIn bootcamp. Cohort 3 will be $97. That one we are not even bargaining, and there will be, I will update my about section. Awesome. No, Ellen, you're in the academy. Just wait till I review it, and then I will now you'll update it while we're in the academy. Yeah. So that once you're done, I review it again until it's good, right? I'll make sure by the time you're ending the academy, you're ending the program, you'll be able to have a very good looking profile. Yeah, and and of course I'll take you through how to keep tweaking and keep updating it. So guys, did you have a great time? I hope you had a great time. Please guys, join the academy. If you're not able to join right now, recommend someone. But if I were you, I will do my very best to join now, because as I said, cohort 3 will be higher. Thinking $87 or $97. Yeah, Alibad can be $77, then afterwards $97. So ensure you join and see you in the next webinar. All right, bye-bye guys. You're welcome. I'm glad. Bye-bye. Yay.